Hey Capricorn, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings, so we take what works and we leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your storyline or wavelength on this one, check your other major placements, see what you can find over there. Also, I do personal readings at empressrose1111 at Gmail, and you can contact me that way, and we can set that up for you. Those will be open on Monday. Again. All right, as you can tell, I'm in a different location and on the road. It's a little bit of a different space for me. It's taken some getting used to here. A little out of my comfort zone, definitely outside, literally my comfort zone. So, all right, we're gonna look into these Oracle Mystical Moments cards for an intuitive vibe of where we're going. I think that's it. That's it. Okay, you have the gardener. My camera's all set up in this totally different way too, so it's a little, it's over here, not over here today. Okay, so you have the gardener here. So this is my, working on yourself is working on the community. Everything you do for yourself right now benefits your community. So growing, developing yourself, any kind of personal growth that you're working on. So this is to say, like, we don't always have to be giving out. When we give to ourselves, we come back into our communities more enriched, more a better base, a better, clear sense of who we are. We're pouring from a full cup. So any work you do on yourself, you're going to bring it into your meetings, and you're going to bring it into your family groups and that kind of thing. And it's just going to improve the whole dynamic, because we're all just integral parts of the whole universe. Sometimes we have this idea that there's me and then there's the world. But this card is a reminder that world peace starts with you, your inner peace, your peace here. And so that's this card, is work on yourself and the world follows, and it benefits the world. So you're gardening yourself, and it also helps your community as well. So then we have Flower Spirit. So this is like the only card in this deck where I feel it really does reference spirits and our ancestors being with us, and our little helpers from other realms that come and help us grow. So this personal growth you're going to be going through, you do have a helper here. You have maybe an actual friend, honestly, but you do have some help here, some assistance, that it's going to just be tenderly guiding you along your path of personal growth along the way. So you are supported in what you're doing this week. They are with you. They're supporting you. They love to watch you grow and move through life. And I feel like the spirits that travel with us, our ancestors, our team here, they really do understand how difficult this whole realm can be, and this whole trip can be here. So I think that they are here helping us, and they really have a deep understanding of what we're going through. So if you feel you want to call on them, this is just a reminder that they are here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Wands, which I thought was important. A new beginning of inspiration and intuition, a creative new beginning going on here. All right, so we're going to do the Ethereal Visions deck. Okay, Capricorn, here's your past, your present, your inner landscape. What's at issue? Your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. Jeez Louise, I couldn't get a better reading. This is great. What I find interesting about this Ace of Swords that you have in your recent past is it was what was underneath the Ace of Wands, but I can't just pull 88 cards from a deck from the bottom. So I was like, well, this one really caught my attention. But this Ace of Swords here is back. And it wanted me to, it wanted some attention and some love here in this reading. So in your recent past, you've had some sort of epiphany, some sort of new understanding or new communication that sort of maybe pierced through your armor and your chinks in your armor here. It was divinely guided, and that information and that communication, that honesty, that clarity, that epiphany came in right at the right time for you. You were receptive to it. It was cleverly given. And in a way that our usual armor that is important to have, so that not every Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes along in our life gets to critique us and throw their truth at us, and it matters and changes us. We've got to have some armor on here, because it's not that sort of the sort of like this. We can't let everybody just be piercing us with their ideas and opinions. But this was a truth and an idea and an opinion that came in to you from the divine, and it somehow managed to get through some of your armor, and you understood what was going on, and it was very important to you. This then led to hanging out with your friends, this present moment. In the present moment, you've been hanging out with friends, singing together in like a spirit of fellowship and love. You've been enjoying each other's company, sharing emotional truths. So whatever this truth came in, brought about some hanging out with friends, hopefully not more than 5 at a time, because we are attempting to isolate and be safe. So there's just 3 here, so this looks good. This looks like you're in compliance here, and you're singing and enjoying, and there's some sort of friendship and sharing that's going on here, a deep, soulful, emotional sharing. What's on your mind is the world. And what's interesting is we have this card reminding you that you don't have to solve all the problems in the world. You're solving, gardening within yourself, and it does help the world because you're an integral part of the world. So when we're healthy, the world is that much healthier. When we're at peace, the world is that much more at peace. So because we are integral parts of it. It's not something out there. It's something in here that we're part of, and we connect with that. And we can't do otherwise. It's not possible to untangle yourself from this giant web of life. So giant web of life, we have the world. This is in your hopes, in your fears, in your inner landscape. This has been on your mind, just what's going on in the world at large. I think it's been on everybody's mind because it's a little bit intense right now and hard. You'd have to be really, really gifted at ignoring things in order to ignore what's going on in the world. But for some reason, this is really on your mind. Just the shifts, the change of seasons in the world, what's going on in the greater world is really on your mind. So I do like that we have these 2 cards reminding you that gardening yourself is helping the world, because it is on your mind what's going on out there. What's at issue here is the Fool. So we take this in reverse, and the Fool in reverse is having a lot of anxiety about moving forward, not being quite sure that you're ready to do it. So up here, there's these clouds, the sun's coming out, we're having this enthusiasm. Yeah, okay, we see this journey's not going to be perfect. They never are, and we're just going to go on it, and we're going to leap forward into the future here. Even though we can see how dangerous it is, we were on this precipice. We've got dreams, though, and these dreams need to be fulfilled and satisfied, and we've got to go anyway, even though, yes, they will probably run out of gas. There might even be a flat tire and broken AC, but we're going to go anyway because our soul is calling us forward. But this is causing an issue for you. So now in the issue position, all we're seeing is the obstacles. All we're seeing is like, oh my gosh, the AC is probably going to break, and there's going to be flat tires and traffic, and we're going to miss the ferry, and that's all you see. You're not seeing the adventure part of it. You're just seeing the burden part of it. And so that could be what's going on with this whole world thing too. Your fears is just like, you're not seeing all the good here, not seeing all the positives, not seeing that the craziness that we're going through right now all leads to someplace better eventually, but we have to go through the towers crumbling here, and then we can and then we can rebuild and rebuild better. I mean, that's the point of things falling apart. Pema Chodron has a wonderful book called When Things Fall Apart. And it is about this concept of they come apart so that we can put them back together better, right? Because otherwise everything's just like patched on. You've seen those houses where they just like add on and then add on and then add on. And then suddenly you have to like walk around an entire block to get to a room where if it'd been a normal house, you just walk that way. So anyway, yeah, so we can't just keep patching things. Sometimes things come apart and it's very disconcerting. So, but here you're just focusing on it coming apart. What's all coming apart? What's coming undone? The challenges to the journey and not the joys. That's either you're focusing on it or it's just so up in your face, you can't help but focus on it. In your environment, we have a person. We have the Knight of Pentacles, very slow-moving energy. Someone that just really doesn't want to go anywhere. Is this maybe one of your friends? It's good to not want to go anywhere right now. But it's very slow, a lot of financial stability, very focused on the rewards for the work that's already been done. And there's been a lot of work done here. So this could, no, this is in your environment. So this is someone you know who's sort of affecting your life right now. This isn't the King of Pentacles. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So we're, you know, the way we have them are very patriarchal, you know, page, knight, queen, king, kings at the top here. I kind of, in my mind, I think of them as freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors of life, basically. So here we have a sophomore of life, really good at one thing, the wise fool, understands money, understands hard work, understands where that brings them, is really thinking about money and where their money's coming from, how they're going to get that. That's very much on somebody's mind in your environment. Your to-do list, I find a little bit befuddling. I'm not quite sure. This is the Star. So this is wish fulfillment. This is being in the flow of things, being a cheerleader. So maybe you're just really focused on what's going wrong here. And then we also have this flower spirit here, who's also a bit of a cheerleader. This is your cheerleader. She's not like dancing around in a mini skirt, but she's cheering you on in a, not in a cheer way, but in like a I believe in you way, like whispering in your ear, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And this is a similar vibe I get from the Star card, is this sort of sweet, look at it, they almost look like they could be sisters, like a big sister and a little sister. This really sweet vibe here of caring and wishing and dipping your toe into the flow of life. You're dipping your toe in here into something, but it's going to be on the right path, getting into the flow, dipping your toes into the flow of life. Maybe some anxiety about leaping forward, not wanting to leap forward, being called to leap forward. So maybe the energy you're going into, it's not saying don't leap forward. It's not saying do leap forward. It's saying, okay, you're not ready for the leap forward. Let's just dip our toes in. Let's just dip our toes in. We'll still be in the flow. We'll still be moving forward. We'll still be moving towards our dreams and our visions. But let's just dip the toe in a little bit here. So, yeah, so this isn't a big charging energy, but this is like a twinkling, wishy twinkle. Your wishes are twinkling at you, or they're winking at you. It's a very oh my god, it's almost like you're flirting with life here, like just wiggling your little toes in there. It's winking at you. So so that's what the energy you're being called into is. Maybe not leap forward. Okay, we see you're not ready for that, but dip your toe in the flow here. Get going towards that dream. You've got wish fulfillment, and it wants you to dip your toe into the wish fulfillment. You do have some sort of like dream or issue here going on right here, some sort of idea. You're not going to jump into it though. You're not leaping forward into it, and the tarot is not asking you to do that big of a move right now. So just a little dip your toe into that dream. And where you're going, possible outcome, King of Pentacles. So this could be you, or this could be someone in your environment, that goes from this Knight of Pentacles to this King of Pentacles, this very solid, hardworking energy, very much in touch with his intuition, harvesting a lifetime of work, money, and a lot of stability here. Just a lot of this can be a stubborn, stuck stability, and this can be just like a really good financial stability, really good work stability, fixed, maybe more of a fixed, I want to say fixed life, or not fixed as in like it was broken and it needed to be fixed, but fixed as in like it's got its schedules and its rhythms, and it's what works for this sort of king energy, this sort of big boss, not the emotionally unstable boss, not the boss that's, you know, thank God you get a loan, the business gets a loan every month because this guy just throws it all around, and not the throwing of the weight around or anything like that, but just a solid work ethic, a solid life, solid money issues, that kind of thing. Very good with that. So that's where you're going, but you got to dip your toes in first into this dream you've got, into this sort of new vision and new understanding of how things are going to work. All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and comments. I really appreciate them. I do love interacting with you guys in the comments. And also, yeah, I really appreciate that. So have a great week.